Fertilizer blending plant in Nigeria. Did you know that Nigeria uses over 1.5 million tons of fertilizer every year, but we still don't blend enough locally to meet actual farmer demand? And here's the part most people don't know. Setting up a fertilizer blending plant can cost about the same as buying a single SUV in Nigeria. Yeah, one SUV. So today, we're breaking down how these plants work, why they're important, and why they sit in the middle of Nigeria's agriculture future. Here's the first thing. A fertilizer blending plant does not manufacture fertilizer. It mixes existing nutrients. Urea for leafy growth, DAP for strong roots, and MOP for plant strength into the NPK formula farmers use every day. That's why you see NPK 15-15-15 or 20-10-10. Those numbers literally represent nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Blending lets you customize these ratios by region. And in a country as diverse as Nigeria, that matters. Think of blending like a giant recipe. The plant takes urea, DAP, MOP, and micronutrients, loads them into hoppers, sends them through mixing chambers, and out comes the exact fertilizer formula a farmer in Kano, Benue, or Enugu actually needs. It's efficient, modular, and globally, blended NPK accounts for 60% plus of what smallholder farmers use. And here's the wild part. The blending equipment itself is not as complicated as people imagine. It's basically industrial mixers, conveyors, bagging machines, and quality control systems. And that's why setup costs stay lower than most people expect. A typical 10 to 20 ton per hour plant looks like this. Blending plus mix line, 200 to 450 million naira. Conveyors and bagging systems, 800 to 120 million naira. Warehouse plus setup, 40 to 70 million naira. Compliance, permit, work capital, 30 to 60 million naira. So most plants fall around 400 to 700 million. One SUV, not cheap, but compared to a full fertilizer factory, which costs 50 to 150 billion naira, it's a completely different world. Now, here's the part nobody tells you. A small blending plant can exist right beside a huge fertilizer factory, and both thrive. They're not competing, they're connected. Large factories produce base chemicals like the urea, DAP, and MOP. But they don't make region-specific blends. That's where smaller plants come in. They buy those base materials, customize them, and sell blends tuned for local soil needs. Small plants win because of customization. Speed, proximity to farmers, lower transport costs, often 10 to 20% savings. If you're close to the market, you respond faster than any big manufacturer far away. If you want to understand how Nigeria even built the capacity for smaller blenders to exist, you have to look at one government program. Check out the Presidential Fertilizer Initiative, PFI. It standardized formulas, supported blending plants, and made local fertilizer supply more consistent. Understanding the PFI tells you why blending became a national priority and why there's still space in the market today. But what about revenue? This is where the math gets interesting. A typical plant produces 25,000 to 60,000 tons of blended fertilizer per year. Margins vary by season, but many blenders operate with 8,000 to 15,000 naira per ton in gross margin. The real unlock is distribution. Cooperatives, large farms, state programs, and agro dealers. Before jumping into the space, it's important to understand the operational requirements, safety, compliance, and market dynamics. So, are you building one, or do you have one already, or you're interested in this? Come to the comments and let's talk about it.
Just so you know, this is for information only and not advice. Some details or policies might have changed by the time you're watching this.